Hello lovelies, so back with our doTERRA A to Z of essential oils. Today we are on B is for blue tansy, and although blue tansy is a single oil with doTERRA hasn't been around that long, it has been around pretty much since the beginning, with balance and deep blue having blue tansy in there. So some interesting facts about this oil: it's steam distilled, it comes from the flower, the leaf and the stem. Its top properties are it's an antihistamine, insect repellent, anti-allergenic, antifungal, a vermicide, antiviral, and it's also good for the stomach. It is found in our balance essential oil, the propriety blend, trying to get my teeth in here, and the soothing blend. They both have that in. It also blends well with clary sage, marjoram, helichrysum, geranium, petitgrain, spikenard, and wintergreen. So some things to bear in mind with this oil: it can stain surfaces, fabrics, and your skin. If you find that it does stain your skin, it will eventually disappear. I do have a funny story about this. I took my kit of essential oils over to my partner's, and I was staying there for a few days, and my stepson was there, and he was intrigued by this case of oils, and he'd used oils with me before, but he hadn't seen so many. So we went through the oils and he got to smell them all, and I left my kit there because I was getting to do a workshop with Desiree Mangendug that day. And when I came back, I asked him if he'd been playing with the oils and exploring, and did he have one that was his favorite. And he said, "Mummy Lou, I haven't touched your oils." I said, "Oh, it's fine if you have." And he's like very straight-laced, very straight face, as he told me he hadn't played with the oils, and he had a little blue circle on the end of his nose from sniffing the blue tansy. So it can also be harmful for small animals, so keeping it out of the way there, and remembering just to avoid skin sensitivity, we just dilute our essential oils. So 3 words to describe this oil: eliminating, relieving, and defending. Some of its top uses: allergies, so it can be helpful with rashes, watery eyes, sneezing, that kind of stuff. So just applying it to the bottom of the feet, or if it's a skin issue, then you can apply it directly to it if you feel comfortable to do that. It's also good for other skin issues like sunburn or psoriasis, eczema. So mixing it with helichrysum and applying it directly can be good. It is in our deep blue, so it's good for a lot of kind of pain related issues as support. So things like sciatica or arthritis or rheumatism, you can apply it to those direct areas. It's good for fungal and skin infections, so again, applying it to the direct area. If you have respiratory issues, or like this one, or hiccups, you can combine it with eucalyptus or peppermint and apply it under the nose or just on the chest, or in both places. It can also be helpful with tension and sinus headaches, migraines, toothache. You can massage it on the sides of the nose, onto the gum, or even on the sides of the head, the back of the neck. It's also good for indigestion and stomach ulcers. Oh, and intestinal worms. That's a nice one to talk about, isn't it? But having a daughter who liked to hold hands with all her friends at school, we unfortunately came across this a few times when she was younger, and they were not fun things to deal with. And to be honest, the stuff that you can buy over the counter to treat your whole family with it's nasty. So having essential oils that we can use instead is much sweeter to know about. Okay, so it can also help with colds and muscle aches, so again, bottom of the feet or the affected area, and bug bites and insect repellents. So we can put it in a few drops in a spray bottle to kind of like spray in and around the area we're in. If you've got an actual bite, then you can put it to the affected area. And it's also good for thyroid and thymus issues. So then you would apply it over the thyroid and to the back of the neck. Now, I know you're all waiting for the emotional side of this. Blue tansy is the oil of inspired action. Blue tansy supports those who resist taking action to change or transform their circumstances. It's especially helpful when individuals have become stagnant in their progression. It provides a kind of catalytic spark that overcomes the tendency to vacillate, avoid, or procrastinate. Oh, this is a good one for me. I like to procrastinate. Blue Tansy necessitates that we can choose to take the helm of our life. It encourages us to live in alignment with the whisperings of our inner voice, prompting us to make the necessary changes. When you repress these messages, you can often feel lethargic, drained, sluggish, and exhausted. So this oil invites you to take the initiative to claim the life back that you dream of. Blue Tansy invites you to manifest your passion into action. It's especially important when there's a desire to retreat or self-sabotage. By creating more inward mobility, this oil encourages us to accept all that is, including emotional setbacks and other challenges which must be overcome to actualize inspiration and sustain change. This oil teaches us that each act is based on choice and requires individuals to own the responsibility of their cumulative choices. It demands personal mastery and purposeful action in achieving one's fullest potentials. I love reading these because it's a good reminder to me, and then I'm reminded, oh, maybe I need to be using this oil a little more. So our negative emotions, if you're dealing with procrastinating, resisting change, and inner guidance, or if you're feeling uninspired, exhausted, lethargic, apathetic, or you find that you're self-sabotaging your own happiness, this is a good oil to work with. If you're wanting to feel inspired, if you're wanting to find your own initiative, to be committed, responsive, energized, motivated, purposeful, and responsible, then again, this is the oil for you. Companion oils: Litsea, coriander, Roman chamomile, fennel, and turmeric. So when we're using it emotionally, remember it's about sniffing, so we can smell from the bottle, or we can diffuse it. Another nice way to use this emotionally is 1 to 3 drops in carrier oil and apply behind the ears, on the wrists, and then over the solar plexus, so kind of just above the belly button and also on the bottom of the feet. So I hope you guys will go and explore Blue Tansy, and you can check out the rest of the alphabet that we will be uploading in the next few weeks. Take care.